You're not really fully committed to the show.
I was out of town. Pretty much, Jack. But you see who they replaced me with? Cade Mccutcheon.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer. I just didn't get some dude off the street.
But they could have.
They could have.
They probably
Tim
could have.
answered the phone, so.
Did you take a few notes of Tim McQuay, like how he was interacting with the people?
No, I didn't watch it.
Tim didn't watch.
And how he was talking and not just going, these guys are funny.
Yeah,
That part of it.
yeah.
But Tim fucking remembers some.
Everything.
Yeah,
Tim doesn't remember anything.
He remembers some good shit about horses though back in the day.
Yeah,
Did he
but
say their names?
He remembers a lot. He remembers a lot. When he doesn't remember, he'll make up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Who cares? What's the difference? Nobody else was there.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Well, let's roll. We might as well roll as long as we're.
Talking.
Let's keep it rolling. Grow the show.
All right.
I feel like my mic isn't straight and it's kind of bothering me.
Let's twist. What?
Oh
You can,
boy. Remember
Wait,
last
wait.
time you fixed one, Denny?
yeah, but you can tighten this baby up or something and then be a little tighter.
Then I think it's lower.
Well,
Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Move it up. Here.
I got it. I think we're good actually.
Like,
I don't think it's gonna go higher. I think it's gonna go down. Yeah. Okay. My cord's on the wrong
All right.
side.
We're ready to go.
okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I think we're just back for another episode of the show now,
I
right?
think we're back for another episode. I don't.
I don't know what
Second
else we'd be
season.
doing. I mean, yeah, we're back. We're here.
Yeah, it's like season 2.5 and it's like episode 30 something. But why do we need to count them?
I'm with you there.
Look, this is our show. We do whatever we want, right?
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you there. It's our show and COVID's in behind us now.
No, COVID's
Oh,
coming
no.
back, you guys.
That's right.
That's right.
Like this. Remember what a big deal you made of the social distancing on the first episode we did, Joe, where we were just talking in there, and you know COVID's back now, and you haven't said a word about it.
Yeah.
No.
I guess.
Use your words, Joe.
I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, what
Okay.
are we
No,
going
I
to talk
don't remember
about,
that. I
Tom?
don't remember that. I actually don't remember.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about a guest. What are we going to talk about?
We did an intro.
We did.
We
We're
don't
already
have an
started.
intro.
We're talking?
We're
We're
rolling.
started.
We're rolling.
That was a terrible intro.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yep.
Listen,
I didn't even know it was an
We're
intro.
going,
Just
we're
going
gonna
right
get worse and worse until people quit asking us to do the show.
they're not going to quit asking.
No,
They want to talk.
everybody I've talked to, digging it. I was in Michigan, they were digging it.
Dude,
Everybody
people
said-
in Virginia said, keep doing the show. I bumped into a handful of people that I've met before, but I didn't remember. And they nothing but compliments. So here we are, shooting episode 38.
I love it when you're riding around and somebody in the grandstands there just says, "Hey, grow the
The
show."
show. Oh yeah.
I've never heard that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
But
No.
you're not
Oh,
on
yeah.
the show.
You're not.
No,
you're-
but I'm near you guys a
You're not one
lot.
of the people.
Yeah.
I ride with. I don't know that you are. I mean,
You're
you
just-
might sit
You're
there.
just a guest. You're one of the
Yeah, you're
stars.
not part of the
You're
show.
not you're
I'm
the
not even a
star.
guest on purpose. I'm a guest when nobody else shows up.
Yeah.
I'm a guest when somebody else cancels.
Well, thanks for filling in tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
We were wanting Tim McQuay, but he was unavailable again because Tim McQuay has some valid input all the time. So good luck.
He also, I think I'm like the third person he called actually.
No, I don't think so.
There's like 5.
But he knew,
It's
yeah.
like the fifth.
He knew I'd be here for dinner, so he knew he could get me.
So speaking
Yeah.
of Virginia,
Yeah, Virginia.
that was fun actually. I hadn't been there for probably.
It was 19 years. It was in 2002.
You worked for him.
Yeah.
Well, how did he do at that show, Gunny?
Tom McCutcheon in 2002 was the only horse to beat Wimpy's Little Step in
The-
his whole career.
The only
In
guy.
Wimpy's Little Step's whole career, Tom McCutcheon's the only one to beat him.
Yeah.
Little Gay Star Peppy. I was there. I witnessed it.
Yep. Yeah, it was, and that was it for me. I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this horse show.
And I was telling somebody that at Virginia, and they said the crowd booed. I'm like, the crowd didn't boo after Tom
No.
went. No, they booed after Sean went
Yeah.
because they thought he should have marked higher.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't remember that either, but
Somebody said that to me too, but I went early and he went right at the end. And when they marked him,
but Virginia, the
And
weather.
You've always been
they
a fan
marked it-
favorite.
They marked it perfectly.
Yeah, I
Judge
I
got it
agree.
right.
Oh yeah, the judges got it right. You know how it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got it right. I went back and I watched that run 2, 3 100 times. And,
Had a lot of people
Yeah.
mark it for you.
yeah, and I showed it everywhere. And pretty much everybody had me win it. So.
That's funny.
No, but it was good to be back. It was fun to be back. There was a lot of, when we go a little bit outside of our circle here in North Texas, and it's fun to see a whole different group of people. Obviously, there was a lot of people there that, we see all the time. Some of the Arizona crew went, but to go see the grassroots people that we don't see all the time, that was fun. And
The weather was great.
unbelievable.
Very good.
That makes that place fun to go show. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what the weather's like usually in Virginia in the summertime, but it was nice. It was
Yeah.
real nice.
It
Sealy
was-
was great.
It was perfect. Cade took one horse, you took two.
Too.
We spent a lot of time on the golf course.
Yeah, because you didn't show anything, right?
I didn't show anything.
You're still working on from 2002.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would I go back?
The last time
done?
he was there, he defeated a legend. It's only downhill from there.
You
Yeah.
don't-
You got
don't
nowhere
mess
else
with
to
that.
go.
No.
Don't mess with that. No, it's
No.
smart.
Last time on that dirt, I was, special.
Champion.
Back in 82.
Not,
You know,
Yeah, you won state.
I don't think it was 82. It was 2002.
2002.
Yeah. Yeah, we know, John.
Yeah, we've heard.
Yeah. You tell
But
us.
that,
If you remind me, I'll bring you that video tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the VHS
That's
or
right.
whatever.
You can't text it to us.
Yeah.
dude, I'd kind of like to see that video if you're being
Oh,
serious.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. If you got it.
I not only don't have it, I've never seen it.
Oh.
He's lying.
No,
That's right.
I didn't even watch it when I walked out of the pen.
He's
I don't
got
think they even did that then, to be honest
No,
with you.
probably not.
he's got it in his bedroom with
Yeah.
a shrine of candles and crosses and
the
voodoo dolls.
champions.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A voodoo doll.
Yeah.
No, not that. No, not that video. I don't have it anywhere.
But the facility looks pretty cool out there, huh?
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. And I think
Early on, the ground was a little funny, but man, they got it fixed up just right. when
And it's
we
a big
showed.
pin, right?
Big, nice arena.
Like NRBC size.
Yeah. Yes.
Not quite. No, it's not as wide, but it's a big pen, and
Yeah.
man, the ground was made for sliding there.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to. I mean, I know everybody was trying real hard. Everybody's intentions were good, but that first night of schooling with a lot of horses in there, you couldn't see. It was so flippin' dusty, you couldn't see from one end of that arena to the
That
other.
was the only issue though, is it got dusty that night, but
Yeah.
the sliding itself was fine.
Yeah.
Everybody was running and stopping fine. You just couldn't see if you were running at
Yeah,
somebody.
Exactly.
Well, they were doing it. Yeah, but they were
Other
doing
than
it.
that. Other
Other than that, it was good. It was
They
really
were
good.
doing it to dry the ground out and make the ground good. By the time we showed, the ground was good.
A lot of horses running stop big,
Oh yeah.
like real big.
Yeah, no, the ground was very good. It was, but it was, and then they added some new barns since I was there last, and another show pen, and yeah, it was good. And that I don't know what you guys think about it, but I love the hustle. I love the fact that Ryan and Megan and
Shannon. Yeah.
hustled that thing up, and I think it was good that somebody did it. I honestly don't know about that paying out $100,000 of the winner.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
Well, I don't know if you heard me say it, but I don't know how it could last a long period of time because it's for studs that are not proven as sires. Well, in 3 years, when the studs that are not $1 million sires contracts up, they're not going to want to pay that money. And then in 3 years, when the other studs are $1 million sires, they're not going to be eligible for it. So
I think my understanding of how it works is those colts. If my stud, and we have a couple of studs that are in it, if somebody breeds to those studs while they're enrolled, those babies
are eligible.
Yeah.
Personally, and I'm sure Gunny can
I'm
agree.
not sure that's the rule. So before anybody goes and breeds, you might want to double check that. But
Gunny would probably agree with me here. I think they need to pay 8th through 10th more. I think that is kind of where we need to focus our efforts.
Yeah.
Would you agree with
I
that?
actually think they need to pay 6th through 10th.
Oh, are you
more.
6th?
Yeah.
I thought you were like 8.
6th through 10th could have paid better. Well, you were a three-way tie.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
that's why.
79.
That's why I didn't pay as good.
Yeah. Well, so they need to focus their efforts at the bottom
pay
end
low.
of that. That's what I would do anyway.
Hey, who
We're
knows
paying
what
a
they need
deeper-
to do, but they're hustling. They're getting.
Absolutely.
They're getting. They added a new, more exciting show to our schedule, and it was a lot of fun. I loved it.
It was fun.
And
No, the effort was there, and I think it's great, and I think there'll be some tweaks, and you can't really say. Originally, I thought that if it paid 50 to the winner and paid through 15th place better, they would get more horses. But honestly, how many more horses do you need?
Yeah.
I don't know that has to be
Yeah.
the change, but 100's a lot to. I've always we've had this discussion before. Well, how much did second place pay?
38,000.
38.
Yeah, that's a big. I mean, that takes you back to when the NRHA fraternity, first paid 100.
Yeah.
It went from 100 to
40.
maybe 38 or less, and we've worked forever to try and get that discrepancy. And honestly,
Well, it's a new deal. I'm sure they're going to get all the kinks worked out.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sure they're going.
I've heard from multiple people there's going to be more studs going in, and the 100 is capped basically until they get everything else paid for, from what I understand. So I think as we go and as they get more studs, it'll play itself out. But just
And-
this year they couldn't.
And that being said, I've already asked around, been shopping already for a 2-year-old eligible for it next year. Like that's how much fun I had.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to
Thank
pick
you.
up 2 yearlings that are in it, and 80% of why I'm buying them is because I know they're in it.
yeah.
yeah, so I mean, thank you to the stud owners and whoever put up the money, but they're going to get their money back because we're already shopping for colts eligible for the Invitational.
Yeah, without a doubt. They're gonna get their money back if they have mares and they raise babies. For sure, I think they will get their money back.
Yeah.
Just on breeding, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure of that rule. But I think, and Chelsea will put it across the screen if that's correct or not, but I feel like that's the thing. So speaking
What
of that discrepancy from 138, what do you guys think of the fraternity now paying $350 for first and 150 for second? Is that it? 130 for second?
I think that it's awesome that a group of guys inside the NRHA, a group of NRHA supporters, customers, owners, have put up that money. That's
I
all
agree.
I think about it, is that there are some generous people that are making our reining horses capable of winning that.
I agree 100% with him. It's their money and they're trying to help out and they're trying to do what they think is right for the reining, and that's all we could ask for. So I'm happy to see it, and I hope as we go it pays deeper. But it's their money and they're trying to help, so it's really hard to complain about it.
But along this whole time, you said it. I mean, when Craig won the first check for 100, the bottom places are paying more now than they did. They've worked on it from then. So now we've just raised the bar from 350. So there's a big gap between first and second. But we're raising the bar at least. I think it's nothing but positive.
What does second place pay now?
I'm not sure.
It's 60.
No,
The
150.
one, yeah. So now second, you get paid the same for second place as you did for first place 2 years ago.
I honestly don't know what it pays, and I can tell you, and it's not it's certainly not catching anybody off guard, because all the guys that put that money in, I sat down and talked to them about it, and I would have rather they paid more deeper, me personally, but you guys are exactly right. It's their money, they're putting it up, and God bless them for sticking it in there and promoting our store.
Absolutely.
And that's how they wanted to do it. Put
That's
it in
how they
the-
wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And so you just can't, you can't fault any part of that, because that's how it works. If a group of guys want it to pay deeper, then that group of guys can come up with the money to pay it deeper. I mean, this isn't corporate money. This isn't corporate sponsorships. you know, it's private funds that are making this deal happen, and so, you know,
Well, we've
thanks
said
to
it.
all those guys.
Yeah, we've said it before with what Taylor Sheridan's doing for the Run for the Million single-handedly, with that deal paying $500,000 to win. To have the NRHA and the group supporting the NRHA step up and try to pay more to our premier event, I think I actually think we're not all the way there yet. I think they're going to get more money.
Yeah. I think they want it to be 500 too.
Yeah.
But that's like when people complained about the Run for a Million the first time, is Taylor was making that happen on his own. Why were we complaining? We were in it, so it's easy to say there's nothing to complain about. But when he's putting up $1 million event and putting it on TV for everybody to see, who knows? Maybe that our new customer that just came in and buying horses, maybe he saw that.
John Ranch.
Yeah. You know, maybe that show will show that to one more person this year, and we'll get another guy like that. I mean, that guy, Teton Ridge, could completely change the game.
What's his name? Is it Thomas Till?
Toll.
Toll?
Toll.
Thomas Toll?
Could completely change the game, and already has. So if we get one more guy like that, then who knows where this could
15
go.
more.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
Then they talk to a friend and a friend of a friend, and then next thing we could be way up
And
there.
not only that, but we haven't shot too many shows since the Derby, but the Derby had 300 non-pro entries and 250 open entries. I mean, it's up 33%. I mean, usually it's up a huge number.
Yeah.
I mean,
People just keep coming to the
people
workshop.
are coming in.
A few years ago, the Derby was dying.
Yeah, big time.
And the Derby, Taylor put money into that too.
Yeah.
And, Taylor's been pretty unbelievable for our industry. There's another spot where he's trying to keep the Derby alive with his sponsorship. And that's huge.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
So I got no complaints about, go back to your original question, no complaints about the gap from 350 to whatever second will be to whatever fourth will be. Because, if there's a $300,000 gap between first and fourth, then be first. But at least we got that group of people that care enough
To put some money into it.
to make that winner pay that money.
Yeah.
And it's
I couldn't agree more.
same with the Invitational for me. Is maybe that we don't love the payout, but they're doing it. They're putting money in. Even being fifth place, what'd you win for sixth place?
6,500.
That's a pretty good check out of pre-fraternity. Yeah.
I ended up winning $12,100 on one mare. And a lot of those pre-fraternities, you'd have to win to get that much money.
Yeah.
You'd have to be first or second. I was sixth. I was sixth in the Invitational and 10th in the
North American.
regular, the NARS deal.
Right.
And won $12,100. It was awesome. It was an awesome event. I loved it. Even though I did bad. I didn't do bad even though I didn't do what I wanted to do.
Well, and you knew, I feel like,
Didn't do what he wanted to do either. But
Yeah.
I feel like both of you guys had,
kind of.
yeah, I feel like both of you guys had the horsepower to win it, and you knew that going
Yeah.
out.
yeah.
You
I
just
don't-
kind of dropped the ball. I was
Oh
watching
yeah, dropped it.
I
big
watched
time.
it on.
Like not
webcast,
only
like,
not
dude.
only did I drop the ball, but somebody passed it to me and it hit me right in the face. Like, out of bounds.
I hate it when that happens.
That's not where I was going with that.
No, sure, that's sure. Anytime you get the opportunity to make me look dumb, you
I don't think you were going there,
No.
but I think you were teeing it up for Joe to go there.
Well, I was teeing it up, but Joe doesn't always swing at it, so
So I usually just laugh.
we've teed him up before.
So speaking about the Invitational, I was riding around there with Jason Van Landingham, and he ended up being the winner on the Not Rough at All Von Zimmerman's. And he told me the night before he showed, he says, "I don't know if I've ever had a bigger stopper than this horse." I said, "Jason, you're the only person that can't ever say that." He had Not Rough at All, for Christ's sake. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's pretty
He
minor.
actually said that about his 3-year-old that he showed, that he doesn't know if he's ever had a bigger stopper. And
I'm going to agree with him.
really?
I'm going to agree with him. That horse,
Stop.
for that run, that
He
horse
stopped
stopped as big as anything could.
No, and he threw his hand down.
And he
didn't
put
touch
his
it.
hand right on his neck from the time he came around,
Yeah.
and he run down there and just, he went straight to the ground. I mean, he was. I'm gonna agree with him on that one. I mean, he
Yeah.
was
I
very-
heard that from multiple people that he went 1-1-1 stopping and no brainer 1-1-1.
Yeah,
And I
if you
didn't
wanted
say
to
it,
use the
yeah.
scale, you could do more.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I didn't love him turning,
No.
and in fact, I was sitting down at the gate, and I watched him turn, and then I just snuck off up the stairs to go, up to run upstairs because he didn't turn. I didn't think he turned enough to be the winner. And then when I got upstairs, he was done circling already, so I didn't see that. But then I saw him run and stop. I mean, you could easily have him. I don't know what he ended up marking.
223.
Okay, you could easily have him at a 19 to a 20 and a half, just stopping. So if you have the circles,
You're there.
there you are.
Yeah, well, and even when Jason came out, he was saying something about not turning great or having a penalty or something. But then he stopped good.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for a 3-year-old this early, one-handed, to go run and stop 1-1 or 1.5, 1.
Come to think of it, that's how I beat my old step.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I
Because
remember-
turning's not really your thing. That makes
I
sense.
actually remember it more vividly than you do because I think it was pattern 6. And you turned 0 one way.
Probably to the
minus
right.
half. Let's not-
Yeah,
zero
to the
minus
right.
half. Listen,
0 minus half to the
stop,
right.
you guys. Let's not talk about how you turned or how you circled, but you dang sure stopped +1, +1.5, +1. And you marked a 21.5.
Yeah.
And I don't know where the math gets you, but I know that you were a 4.5 running and stopping.
And you marked a 21.5.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I might have lost it half a point turning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's great.
glad I brought you guys here. But anyway, and then what about? So we watched Denver.
Yeah. Well, then
Ruben's horse.
Pretty sweet.
Very good.
Ruben's horse was awesome.
Yeah.
Looked broke, looked easy,
Cute.
and really didn't look pushed. Even though he marked a 28, did not look pushed that hard.
He stood there as flat-footed as horse could stand there, and then he turned like he had fire up him. I mean, he turned.
I think it was the mullet. Ruben's got a little mullet going now.
Dude,
really?
Ruben's got a Tom McCutcheon-ass mullet. Look at this thing he's got going on here.
Yeah.
What do you guys got going on? Is this like a pact between you and him to like?
Yeah, you and Ruben.
Well, for the run for a million.
Well, I'm kind of going old school, and I don't know. I just
You're bringing it back.
I feel more myself with the. I came into the industry like that, and
Dude, you're going out the same way.
You teed that up.
Yeah.
You can't
That could
blame
have been
him for that
easier.
one. You can't blame him for that one.
That was good. Nice.
you know what? I don't know why some species eat their young. Yeah, well, but anyway, so I got them all going. Ruben, I'm showing, as you guys know, I'm probably going to show Ruben's horse with a million. He's one of my 3.
What's that horse's name?
Spook's Got a Crush.
Got a crush.
Yeah.
And he's a super fun horse. And Ruben,
Oh, I mean, not to put any pressure on you, but Ruben's won a lot of money on that.
Well,
thing.
Jason,
Actually, Jason marked a
Jason,
27.5 in that arena last time.
Jason was second in the 100,000 headed qualifier on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Now I'm feeling pressure because the million I wasn't feeling any
Yeah.
pressure from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed in it last time and it was pretty much
Pretty
low
low
pressure
key,
as I
yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think I remember it the same way.
Kind of like Ardmore, 1,000 added open.
Yeah.
Ardmore,
You were just out there schooling, huh?
Yeah, just chill. So I don't think you have to worry about putting any more pressure on. That's Cade and I were talking about that the other day. I mean, that's the more pressure is more fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, I just love. To me, that's what locks you in. I mean, if it's sometimes if for me anyway, sometimes I don't take it serious enough, and when I go to an
You
event
shouldn't
like
publicly admit that. I mean,
Yeah.
We-
It's a good thing you're riding your own horses now.
that, yeah, well, you know, and it's not, there's just nothing like that pressure cooker, you know, to focus you and lock you in, and I love it. I mean, I love
Especially when you have a horse that can do
Yeah,
it.
when you
Like
got a good enough
when I had custom made gun, there was the two biggest spots I was ever in with him. I was a 29 and 29 and a half, and outside he did not have that in him. But when he walked in there, he gave 110%, and he did have it. When you have a horse like that, that's when it's really fun.
Yeah.
Well, how's he riding anyway? I mean, we were talking about your horse. We
Yeah,
kind of cut you
good.
off. You
Good.
good?
And Ruben was great about, you know, I remember, so right after the NRBC, Cade and Ruben actually talked about it first at the NRBC. And then Ruben talked to me later, and I said, yeah, I'd love to try him. And he just brought him over, took him out of the trailer, handed me the lead rope, and said, here's the keys, you just
Good
do
luck.
what you want.
He hadn't been there one time to watch him.
Nope. He's been phenomenal. So it's
So-
fun.
Is Ruben growing a mullet like old school TM style, like trying
Yes.
to bring,
Oh yeah.
trying to build
Oh,
you
yeah.
up a little, or
Oh,
is
yeah.
it just his own deal?
No, no,
No, he's Team Tom.
He's being a team player. It's maybe it's team crush.
Yeah.
Well, except for
Archie.
Crush is Danny's horse.
Spook's got a crush.
Archie.
Yeah, but you can't say Team
can't-
Crush
can't-
because Crush is a different horse, and your horse's name is Archie.
Team Spook's got crush.
Yeah.
Mullet style.
Okay, that's fair. Archie.
Speaking of
Yeah,
that,
Team
though,
Archie. There you
speaking
go.
of that, that's pretty cool if Danny does show that horse, and then there's two out of the same mare showing. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a few full siblings in the running, but the same people have the full siblings, so they're not going to show. But that is cool to me. You know, it's a big deal for a breeder if you have 2 or 3 in the running for that deal.
Yeah, without a doubt. But those are, you know, those are the cream of the crop horses, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Is it's cool to have 2 or 3 cream of the crop horses
Yeah,
from your mare or your stud or both or whatever.
for sure.
When do you guys leave for that?
Sunday.
This coming Sunday?
No,
No.
10 days Sunday.
No, 10 days Sunday.
You're going. You should know.
Well, yeah, but I'm flying out later. I don't have to.
So you're gonna fly out 10 days after us.
Yeah, right?
Who's
Yeah,
paying?
like a
yeah,
couple
10
Whoa,
days after
whoa,
us.
wait a minute, Joe. Who in show management did you get to pay for your ticket to go out there?
Yeah. No, we do that. That's what we did last year. We went out.
You spent your own money.
Yeah.
Tickets were
God.
cheap.
That's-
Real
Yeah.
cheap.
We're flying Southwest. There's 2
Yeah.
connections.
Yeah, no, Bumble Airline. Yeah, we gotta get for gas.
If it resembles Tom's flight to Cotulla, Texas, that's
Yeah, yes. Dean said he's got a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but no, it's getting close. So you guys getting nervous, getting excited?
I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
I like my horse. He feels pretty ready. He feels real good. I wish I knew him. There's an uneasiness about that I've never shown him before.
And you're talking about modern gun.
Yeah, modern gun.
He's
And I mean,
who you
he's
think
looking-
you're showing for sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he looks good. I've seen him in the morning. I mean,
And he feels incredibly broke.
Yeah.
Like steering him is super easy. Dwayne did an incredible job on him as a young horse.
Only following 2 of the best horse trainers in the world on that thing.
Yeah.
I bet he's horrible to ride. But you have to
Yeah.
go through and clean up so much stuff.
Yeah, no, it's actually the hardest part about him has been doing stuff with him because he just kind of does everything. That's been the hardest part. Is I've really had to focus on making things crisper than they are because he does everything more than mine usually do it. So it's kind of been different.
Yeah, I think we're both we're both going out there and catch rides.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, we've schooled them. We've rented Ardmore for a day. They know.
Yeah.
yeah, like
Those
you said,
old
it's hard
Well,
to-
and you guys know. I mean, you're saying catch ride, but you know the answers to the puzzle before you get there. I mean, that's why you're showing them. You know how to do it, but I think it's actually probably more exciting showing a catch ride or one that you haven't showed before, because
You get to
You
blame
really
the
don't
guy
know.
before.
You really don't know.
Yeah, no, that's not exciting. That's nerve wracking.
No,
Yes,
I think
that-
it's great. I think it's great.
But I've never shown one for the first time and walked out and been like, oh, I did a perfect job warming them up. I've always walked out and gone, next time I'll do this and this different. And you don't have that option this time. You don't have one spot that you can leave open if you want to be first place in that deal. Right?
I mean, on your horse it's pretty easy. I mean, don't step out of the lead on the left circle and
Well, we changed
don't
it.
trot.
Yeah.
And then just blame Andre or Dwayne if something happens.
Yeah, you blame
Like,
Ruben.
What the heck?
Yeah, you blame Ruben.
Yeah. Or Jason. You got
The
two.
point is not the blame.
But whenever, if you
The
guys
point is that
is.
I want to win. I want to be
Yeah,
first
yeah,
place.
But if you don't,
okay, but that
you
being
blame
said,
the guy
though, if you
before.
do win, you take all the credit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the
I had a
part-
lot. I was working hard
Yeah,
the
that's
last
the
few
part of
weeks.
the catch ride that's the best.
Yeah.
If you win, it's awesome. But if you,
You just
don't,
say
then-
this pretty much happened.
So you've been
because of
blaming me this whole
Yes. Yes. Anytime I don't do good, okay, didn't screwed this thing up before.
Huh.
You know.
Gun, you got any openings coming up for any to show one for me?
Oh yeah, I'm a good catch rider, but you got to remember, I'm good for one go, buddy.
One go. That's it.
It's all one go gunny, okay?
Not at the NRBC.
Well, you know what? I broke the streak. And the Derby. Well, a little bit.
I wasn't sure how you felt about that. The NRBC, you did.
Yeah, you know what's really fun for at the Million, and I don't know that everybody feels this way, but fun part of the Million is it's still one place where as riders you get treated a little bit different. You know, it's not like, yeah, we've all been in the finals of every major event, and it's that's different. I mean, it's part of what we do, and there's not as much fanfare until the actual finals. This event, from the time you get there, there's a lot of people wanting your time, and when we were there last time, we signed autographs for 3 hours. I mean,
I was late.
if
'Cause I didn't think
everybody's
anyone
ever
was gonna
been
be
to the South Point, I mean, they set us right inside the doors to the arena, and that line went all the way out down the escalators
Yeah.
and
No,
back by the rest. I mean, it was unbelievable.
it went all the way down the station.
Well, no, that was for the
the
show.
beginning.
Oh, yeah.
But just for the autograph
No,
signing,
no.
it was clear down there.
Yeah, it was unbelievable, and it was really fun to do that, and it reminds me a little bit more atmosphere of like a WEG games.
Yeah.
Where there's more
At stake.
The two biggest spots that I can remember being in, the two things that come to mind are the first go of the week, the team part, not the individual part, and that deal.
Yeah.
And the run for $1 million.
Well, it's like regular non-horse people.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kind of different people that are, oh, hey, I saw you on the show or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I think that part's neat.
And you know how many, and of course, by the time that show came around, I already had my knee done for 7 months, and I was fine. You know how many random people walked up to me in the casino or the elevator? Hey, how's your knee doing? What's wrong with my? Oh yeah, you saw the show because it just happened on the show.
Yeah.
That's the one different aspect this year, though, is a lot of the fans from the TV show aren't going to. I mean, maybe they'll be there, but there has been no show yet on TV, so
Right.
there has not been that build up.
Yeah.
To
There
be
was
there.
3 or 4 episodes before it last time.
Yeah, and we actually did last time have people. I had people tell me, we watched Yellowstone, loved it, and we just left the TV on and saw your show, and my wife and I decided, hey, let's go out and watch it.
Yeah.
And we're not going to have that this year, probably. I don't know for sure when the first episode aired.
But COVID kind of messed with that. I'm sure they'll get back to that because the excitement that show built leading
Yeah.
up to that finals
I
was.
mean, there was like a lot of older-ish ladies wearing their Abby Langle shirts. Did you see it? Like they had shirts made just for that. There was like 10
I
of
thought
them.
he was going to say it, Tom McCutcheon.
No, I
Which
didn't
would've been
see.
fine.
The
would've been fine.
older ladies.
I didn't see anybody wearing those. Actually,
Middle-aged ladies is probably politer to say.
middle-aged ladies.
Nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
just
Or
just,
yeah, just ladies.
just ladies.
Ladies.
With the woke universe, you can't classify anybody as old or young.
Did
You
you
can't
say
really
woke?
even say ladies, to be honest with you, just
You
people.
can't even say ladies.
Okay, there was a group
You
of
can't
people
even
wearing a
say
shirt that said
ma'am
Abby.
anymore. You gotta say
Yes.
yes, person. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, it's getting, that's
Let's not talk about. We said no
La, la, la,
politics. when we started this. No
That's not
politics.
political.
It could be.
Yeah, it could be considered that way.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're
So-
right. But that to me, that kind of leads up into the excitement of going out there, knowing that's what waits out there.
Yeah.
And, hopefully,
Well, I know as a spectator and not as a competitor, I am excited to watch almost every one of those horses run. I mean, every one of those horses has a shot to win, and then you have some stories in there. Like, I mean, Andrea's right rollback cost him last time. I bet he rolls back to the right pretty good this time if he shows platinum.
He sounds like he is.
And then,
Craig.
Danny Tremblay's got two horses. I'm sure he's having a tough time deciding. Tinker with Dreams, who he's won everything on this year and the latter part of last year, and Crush, who he's marked a 232 on in that arena.
At that event,
At
he
that
was the
event.
highest scoring horse when we showed there. And I mean, you got to think he's got to want to go back and do it again and say, I could have done it on Saturday too.
I mean, you got Craig showing the one he tied to winning on last year, or the last time we had it.
Jason showing the black horse.
Jason repeating on the black horse. Don't think he's not coming with a
And don't think
motivation because he thought he should have been higher up there, and he was this close, just like 10 other horses.
Sean showing the buckskin.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
that horse looked phenomenal at the Run for a Million last time and at the
the
qualifier.
qualifier this year, that horse looked like
He was in his own class at that horse show. They let us mark 27s, but he was in his own class at that horse show.
I mean, being a spectator, I'm excited to see what happens because there's so many good. And last time it happened, there were so many good runs.
Yeah. No, it was
I
exciting.
mean,
well, don't forget, I'm sure Deary's going to show
Maverick. Yeah,
who knows though too? I mean, he's got Maverick, but he also has Supermodel,
but
who was a 231 at the AQHA World Show.
and a 227 at the NRBC this year.
Yeah, I mean,
But
we think he's picking Maverick because we see what Maverick can do at night. I mean, Maverick is a +2 everywhere, but that mare has showed up every time, everywhere. So
The only thing is, if Maverick goes in and he puts it together and he really calls on him, he could set the record for the highest score. That horse is unbelievable at night.
if you're right, if Maverick puts it together and Maverick and Casey have no mistakes and he challenges that horse, nobody can touch him.
Yeah.
And to say that with that group of horses showing, that's a big statement. I mean, that's a big statement.
Yeah, well, I agree, but it's raining and,
Yeah.
it
Those are
hasn't
big
happened
ifs. Yeah.
yet. It hadn't happened yet, and maybe it'll happen out there, but now that's the competitor in me talking, I mean, everybody has a shot at, that group of horses out there. If any horse walks in there and has the best run of their life,
They're gonna be
have
the
a
winner.
real good shot at being the winner.
For sure.
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
That's just that group of horses. So,
Oh, and then
Nathan.
Nathan showing Patriot.
Patriot,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
that horse looked better than I've seen him look at the Was it at the qualifier?
Yeah.
Qualifier, he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
You know he's coming in ready.
Yeah.
Arno.
Miss Dreamy.
He doesn't know who he's showing yet. I talked to him today, and he's still
He's showing Miss Dreamy.
he's still playing the. He's still
He
playing.
does.
I don't know.
He maybe doesn't know,
Yeah.
but he's gonna show Miss Dreamy.
And she can do a reining pattern
By
without a
herself.
bridle on.
Yeah.
Herself.
All Arno needs to do.
Well, maybe.
Arno needs to jump off and smack her in the ass as she runs in the gate and let her do let her finish.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
get her to the gate ready.
Yeah. Miss Dreamy. It's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he show
You think he
her?
needs to drive? Yeah, it's pattern 9. She'd probably do pattern 10.
No, I just had it.
You have a point. Yeah, you have a point.
And Cole, gonna stop. Good horse.
You can go right down the list.
Yeah.
I mean, any one of those horses.
Gina's little horse.
Gina's horse was so awesome at the
Yeah.
qualifier.
And in that arena, a little bit smaller arena, smaller horse,
Yeah, but
could work.
they marked her 24 at the qualifier, and she could have marked higher.
They marked her at 24 because they weren't ready for it when they walked in, and
Yeah.
they started off behind, and they couldn't catch up.
They could have undermarked her. I thought they undermarked her. And being the only woman there, crowd's going to be cheering.
And a non-pro.
And a non-pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only non-pro to qualify. We know one that, ended up just short. She had a bad stop or something, didn't she? Like
She
chunked
just
it.
got a little nervous. She wasn't really, maybe just
Got a
wasn't ready
little
for the
nervous.
moment.
She doesn't show that much.
No,
does she?
just got a little quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you.
I was disappointed. But.
I told you, Mandy.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Everybody's in the crossfire today.
yeah. Yeah, no kidding. And even Martin's horse. When Martin gets that horse lined out, he does some big stuff.
Yeah.
Real big
We've
stuff.
been way too nice to that boy. Telling you. Way too nice to that boy. We should have beat him more. I beat him some.
Yeah. Somebody needs to report that. He just admitted to
just
beating
admitted
me. Yeah.
See?
I told you. I told you that black eye.
Spoon! Right here.
Yeah. I still got an imprint.
He's not even thankful for all the things we do for him.
No.
I'm
No,
thankful.
Oh yeah, back to the Invitational.
I'm thankful.
Mommy made Cato some money.
Yeah, no kidding. What'd
Yeah.
she win? 58,000?
58,000.
Damn.
But no, it worked out pretty good.
On Cade's horse.
Yeah.
And of course, Cade's take on it is, I let you show a really nice horse.
I did.
And Mama's take
Gifted
on it
her.
is, I won that rain on your horse.
So yeah. Bailed you out.
I bailed you out of this one again, didn't I?
No. Nope. Good horse. I let her show my best 3-year-old that I own.
Yeah.
That was nice.
It is a combination of the two things. He is a really good horse, and Mama can horse show.
Yeah.
It was a combination, but that was pretty incredible. I mean, 58,000 for a 3-year-old non-pro fraternity horse to win, and
Paid 60 to win the non-pro fraternity last year.
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
$2,000 less than winning the non-pro fraternity.
Yeah, one run.
One run. Yeah.
so it'll be interesting to see where that fraternity is held next year. Maybe there, maybe somewhere else. Maybe I think it's not set in stone where it's going to be at this point. But honestly, watching that whole group of horses, I really only saw 1 or 2 guys that probably overshowed what their horse was ready
I was
for.
surprised.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I watched a good portion of all those, and people weren't running crazy.
Everybody
I
was smart.
surprised.
The paycheck did not get to all the smart guys, all the top guys were smart. There was a couple guys that weren't, but Jason, he cruised, and then he run and stop big, and he won the 100,000. It wasn't about running the wheels off of him and leaving him there. It was about Brandon did a great job. Brandon showed his horse good. He just put his hand down and said, "Mark me," but didn't go stupid fast to mark
But you
him.
know what? It's not the 80s. And we all know that you overshow,
That's what
you
we've been
can't
telling
win
you.
anyway.
Yeah.
You meant
It's not the 80s.
You meant it's not the O2s.
Yeah, it's not the early 2000s anymore.
When that
When
arena,
that old mullet was a flowing.
when that arena was, it was so dusty that one night. It was like you couldn't see from one end to the other, choking to death in there. And I run down, and I was getting a little crabby with it. And I run down and stopped, and there's dust everywhere. And I look over at Deary, and I said, "I feel like I'm back in the '80s." He goes, "You look like you're back in the '80s." I didn't even have a response. Usually Deary's just stupid. That was funny.
I think he's pretty funny.
Yeah, I think he usually is.
He's a funny guy.
Whatever.
That's pretty funny.
That's what keeps him going is, guys that are like you that react to his simple jokes.
A simple guy like you.
Yeah, no,
Simple-minded
sometimes
guy.
his jokes are bad. He'll send
Oh.
us them. Just like, Dude, you thought that was funny? It's a dad joke. It's a
Deary's
bad
jokes
dad joke.
are so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just. It could be like a 5th grade joke.
Yeah.
I feel like Casey needs to be here to defend himself a little.
But some of them hit good. Some of them are very
okay,
good.
And then some are like, nah, you missed them.
Yeah.
I've
Like,
never got any
ooh,
good ones.
write that one. Well, that one was good. You just said that.
That was good.
Yeah, you just said that.
He said it
He
in
didn't
the
say it
mode.
in a
It
minute.
wasn't. It wasn't one of those.
He never sends me anything, so I guess we're not friends. But
Yeah. Well, I asked it not to send them to me.
Yeah, that's right. They're that
I
bad.
said, yeah, if you're not going to try harder than that, quit sending me this crap.
if you're gonna make me get my phone out of my
Yeah,
pocket,
exactly.
Yeah.
it needs to be funny.
Funny.
While I'm riding, it might be important, so I pull up, look at my phone, and it's one of Deary's stupid jokes.
You know, we actually have a pretty good messenger on Facebook with us as a group. And you send some funny stuff. He sent some funny stuff. I sent some funny
Yeah,
stuff.
nothing.
What do you send? What do you
Nothing.
contribute, Gunny, to that group?
Like nothing.
Group
Dude.
text messages and messages piss me off.
The other day.
Nothing worse than getting one text message to 4 different people and having them bleep 25
It's
times.
not like that.
No,
It's
that
not like
that isn't. That
It's
isn't
on
like
Facebook
that. No.
Messenger, and
Yeah,
I
it's just
send you
one
some
time.
funny.
And
send
I
you
have
some
turned
funny
off.
stuff.
We
I
do
have
send
turned
some
off
funny
all
stuff.
All 3 of us.
No.
All
I've turned
3 of
off
us
all
said no.
notifications to it and our group text message for the show. I no longer get notifications
No,
for that.
yeah,
either.
the other day it says Gunny leaves conversation.
You guys were not riding your horses apparently, and you were talking about something that it wasn't getting anywhere. So I left the conversation. Like, listen, y'all make the decisions and tell me when to show up, and I'll be there and make
You know
magic
what?
happen
You know
for
what?
the camera.
We cut Fernando off. We can cut
Yeah.
you off.
Yeah.
Let's get to cutting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're out. You're out. You're out.
Listen,
Yeah.
Because we're funny.
There's no.
And people want to be in that group.
no,
That's right.
People want to be our friend.
no,
Yeah.
not.
I think
We're
Trent.
funny.
No,
We'll replace you with Trent.
We know
Trent can go
funny.
in our group.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Trent will enjoy our
No,
company.
Trent's pretty good.
Trent is funny. I mean, ooh, he doesn't know. But me and him and Trent have another group. Ooh.
How
Good
does
one,
it feel
Joe.
to be on the outside?
Yeah. But usually,
Oh.
like, we'll send you stuff that we've already looked at
Yeah.
that's been funny, and we'll send it to you.
Yeah. 'Cause you're kind of
So you're
behind.
kind of in the group.
There's 2 types of funny. Some we send to Trent and some we send to you.
Yeah.
It just kind of depends where it falls.
Yeah.
I'm hurt.
Haha, very funny. Thank you guys for eliminating me from your text.
You know,
Yeah,
but
no, really.
this is not the place I want to find this information out.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting a genuine response. We got to document it now.
I mean, it could
He's
have
struggling with this a little.
been, somebody could have pulled me off to the side. This could have been a private conversation.
Yeah,
You do this right
Tom,
here.
you don't need it, dude. You don't need it. You got that mullet back, baby, and that's all that matters, okay?
I feel
you got,
good.
You got the hair back.
I feel good.
We send you some mullet jokes in there in our group sometimes.
You did?
Yeah. And that fits yours. We wouldn't send that to Trent.
No, I think
No.
you've been sending it to Trent. making
Actually, I
fun
think
of
Trent sent it to us. Making fun of
We're
him.
not sending it to him.
That's why I didn't
never
do
mind.
it.
Never mind. Call it off. I didn't mean it.
It's our private group, dude.
My bad. My bad.
They send the
I
bald.
didn't mean it.
They send the no. They don't send the bald jokes to Trent. He's bald too.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't
That
have
makes
any.
more
of those.
sense because I never got the mullet joke. So Trent sent it to them making fun of me. Okay.
Somebody's getting a talking to
All
tomorrow.
right.
We weren't laughing at you.
That's-
Well, we were.
Yeah. If I remember
I
correctly.
think we were.
Yeah.
So much.
That's good. That's
So
good.
much for talking about the Invitational and
We're
the run
talking
for the
about it.
million.
Yeah.
We talked
We
about
did
both
talk
those
about the
things.
Invitational.
And we talked about Denver.
They had a nice golf course at the Invitational.
Yeah, I think
How
I.
was the golfing? Who did?
Lexington Country Club was all
Very
good.
nice. And
Thank you, Lexington Country Club, for hosting.
us.
Yeah.
And Deary
$35
one day. Yeah, cheap. I mean, for as nice a course as it was, especially.
That's cheap.
Very
for a
cheap.
putt course.
Well,
Mini golf, 35.
I mean, you can go golf in Gainesville for like $15.
That's
Yeah, you can go golf in Gainesville.
Gainesville's
Cow
just a
pasture.
pasture. It's not even the trees in there.
Or you can go to Buncombe Creek for about $8. I heard
And $9, yeah.
$9. Buck a hole.
You can tee it up on the cow turd.
Buckle.
Yeah. You know, you can adjust your live, pop it right up there.
Yeah, so Gunny and I went last time,
Oh.
and I shot on the back. I shot a 41. I'm excited to go the next day. I said, Gunny, let's go. Let's go.
I didn't want to go, but
He
I
didn't
just
want to
could.
go.
I could hear the excitement in his voice,
Oh, yeah.
and I've actually golfed a lot, so I know what comes next.
Because my score's been going lower and lower. I've been getting better and better. And I shot that 41, which was the best for me. So first hole the next day, I tee off. I hit it right down just a little bit on the left side.
He bombed the
long
drive.
ways.
He
Long
bombed
ways.
the drive.
Bombed it.
Yeah.
180, 185
No,
all day.
no. This was 250.
No,
This
he
was a
did.
bomb.
It was
a
good.
long way. You weren't there.
Yeah, it was.
No, you
No,
weren't
you
there.
The next day?
No,
Not
it was
when I
just me and
went
him.
with
But I thought we were talking about the next day.
Oh,
No.
we didn't tell him we went, did
No, you did. You invited me,
Yeah.
but I actually
We
went with
didn't
my
tell-
other friends.
we didn't
You actually did invite me, so you can't play that card.
You weren't
Because
in
I
that-
actually, I went with people my age,
You weren't in
my
that
friends.
text message.
Yeah, I was.
Well, the worst part about when you go with your friends is you got to pay for it.
But you got to pay for it.
You went to my course?
Yeah.
No. Anyway,
Okay,
go back to
so
the story.
250
So I bombed it.
yards.
Yeah, bomb it. But then I got to use my 3-wood to hit it a little bit low under the trees. No
Yeah.
problem. I had made
There's
that
just
shot a couple
he's in the
times.
fairway, but there's
Yeah.
a branch overhanging.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
one
you gotta go
branch
around
sticking
that.
out.
Yeah.
I hit it good. It hits that branch square and bounces 30 yards behind the golf cart. Comes right back at me. I look at Gunny, I'm like, okay, well, I'm all right. I'm laying 2. I can still get there with my 3-wood. I hit my 3-wood into the sand. Now I'm laying 3, but just chip out of this, but I have hell out of the sand. Yeah, I'm good if I'm within 5 feet of the lip, but I was with about 20 feet from the lip. So I hit it, and it goes 12 feet. Now I'm laying 4.
Still in the sand.
Still in the sand. So I got to hit that so much out of the sand, and I take a good whack at it. And I thin it, and I almost killed Gunny. He was standing on the green, and it went whizzing by Gunny and over the other side past the golf carts. I had to trek over there and get it.
Meanwhile, I'm waiting to put my 8-foot birdie putt in. I had to wait a long time.
Yeah,
It
now
was
I'm,
100
laying, now I'm
degrees.
laying 5, so I chip it back
He
to
did
the
10.
fringe. Now I'm laying 6. I go to putt it, I can only make it half. Now I'm laying 7, and I 2-putt that for a 9. And I was pissed off the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was horrible.
That's usually what happens whenever you go out there and you shoot in the 80s and you go, you know what, I was so much better, I'm going to be better tomorrow. No.
What I've learned is it always evens back out.
Yeah.
You just got to be happy with your good round, and then maybe don't go for a couple weeks, because it's gonna even back out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
He
it was-
ruined his high the next day.
I was there the next day.
Oh, yeah. He ruined it then, too, because he got an 8 on the first hole that day.
Yeah, and a 7 on the second hole.
Wait a minute. I'm just talking about that one time.
No, but that first
one
hole,
drive, that
that
one
first
drive.
hole, it is straight, and then just a little left at the end, but it's freaking hard.
Well, I feel like we should warm up more.
No,
Yeah, that's the bigger
I
problem.
warmed up with a rum and coke, and that wasn't the proper warm up.
No, usually Tito's and orange juice works a little better. You know, the clear liquor keeps you happier, looser. You know.
Yeah. But the only when I shot, I was so happy I shot a 85, 86.
88.
No, that was the
85,
first
41,
time. Next
45.
time I shot a 45, 41 before, so I shot 86.
Yeah, that's right.
But
yeah.
you shot a 73.
3.
So it's a little bit depressing. You know, kind of fun, kind of, well, screw it. You know,
He's pretty good at golf.
he's
Yeah.
pretty good at golf.
He's probably like top 3 or 4 people I know. I
No,
mean, Jeff? Actually, top 2. Jeff's probably the only one that's better.
depending on the day. I'm coming for you, Jeff.
Yeah.
These guys are pissing me off on camera now. You
Shut
hear me,
up.
Jeff?
He only plays 14 holes is the problem. Then the last 4 he just smacks at the ball and gets back in the golf cart.
Aren't you guys sick of playing golf after 14 holes? I don't know why they made it 18 holes. Why not stop at 14 or 15?
I
Did you
actually,
just give up at the end? You get bored with it or what?
Yeah, I get bored
Do you?
with it. Yeah, when you,
You
shoot
get bored
even
because you're
par,
playing with these guys?
when
or?
you shoot even par and wait for them to line up their putt for a 9, they sit there and hold their putter up. And, you
That
think
is-
this is gonna break?
that is
Who
Deary.
gives a shit?
That is
Right
not
now.
us. That's Deary.
That's Alan Chappell.
Oh,
that is
either
not-
way.
That's Deary.
By the time I get to a 9, I don't even look at the green.
Yeah.
Bam.
I'll put
Ah,
it with
screwed
my
it up.
driver
Pick
at
it
that
up.
point.
Yeah.
You're
Use
right.
a
No,
protractor.
I just get bored.
ruler.
Yeah.
I get bored. You know, when your new golfing buddies are so excited to play golf, they bring you 4 days a week. I get bored with it.
That's
Well-
what you are with everything. You have the attention span of a gnat.
Yeah.
I got
Cards.
He starts it, does it, it's easy, quits.
Yep.
I get bored with stuff easy. I'm sorry.
There's a medication for that.
What's it called?
Tito's and
In orange juice.
Is there a doctor that could prescribe me some more? That's cheap.
Yeah. Well, I guess we don't have to invite him anymore.
oh, yeah.
Invite me where?
It's more
The
fun.
country
like
club. It is way more fun. Especially when we go inside and he has another Tito's and orange juice and a pork chop, $50 pork chop. It's on him.
Yeah, but now the good news is he discovered the $12 hot dog.
Yeah. And French fries.
Dude,
Yeah.
that $12 hot dog at their country club is like $150 filet mignon.
It's
Really?
beautiful.
It is great.
Unbelievable.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
really good. They grill the bun just like perfect.
Perfectly.
Like perfect.
And the fries are perfectly seasoned.
Yeah. And crunchy. They're thick yet crunchy.
Nice. Good.
It's
Good combo.
yeah, it's really good.
What's tomorrow?
Friday.
We going golfing tomorrow?
I gotta fly to.
We can. I know his number and I'm part of it. We can go.
Yeah, but I have to pay if you take me because
Well, no.
normally whenever I walk in the pro shop with him, they say, "Just you and your son today?" And I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah.
Golf today, Pop.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it today, Pop.
Normally I'd be offended. But if I can save $100, it's hard to offend you. You can say a lot of shit to me for $100.
Who should be more offended though, you or Cade?
Gunny.
I know, but they think he's you.
No,
No, they don't.
they don't.
I think I got a
Okay, no,
brother.
listen,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be your brother. Listen, we're gonna go there together. We're gonna walk in that pro shop, and he's gonna say, "Just me and my two boys." One of these days, you're gonna say that, Tom.
You are.
You're gonna.
You're gonna say it
Yeah, $100
happily.
is $100.
I
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
If I can save
And if we
$100,
can bring Jordan, he's gonna say, "These are me and my three boys."
Three boys.
Those are big boys.
Yeah. Wow.
This is my. These are
Wow.
These are my prides and joys.
Yeah.
his walk must be a big old.
Your fridge must be huge.
Well, they think I only have 2 kids, so if we bring Jordan, he's gonna have to wear a wig. How else do you think these children don't like this?
That'd be scary. That'd be scary.
So we're not shooting a show this week. Y'all are gone. Next week, I mean.
Yeah, next week we're here.
And
Oh, we do get to
next week, so they actually called Jason tonight because he just won the invitational, but he was out of town, and that's how I got the gig. So I think next week they're gonna call him again.
Yeah, I think we might have Jason next week. And
Jason's awesome.
do we got a surprise guest next week or no?
Maybe.
Might
What?
have a surprise guest next week.
Like there might be 5 of us, or I get to stay at home.
No, Jason gets to stay home. We
No,
can
we
do
might
it.
do 2 shows next week.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
If Joe has time.
Do you have time for
I
that?
was out of town. How could I have been here? I was in a
But
totally
you know,
different state.
Joe
Listen,
has
Joe, whenever I'm out of
7
state, I fly back in to shoot
What are
the
you
show.
talking about?
Gunny comes back for the show. Gunny
Every
was
time.
also
Dude,
judging.
I was visiting my mom. Okay.
Okay, that's
After
fine.
judging.
Okay, that's fine.
I would
Yeah.
never replace the show with my mother, okay? Show's more important.
I would. I love you, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. So that's okay. We'll give you a pass on that one.
Yes.
Okay, let's shut it down.
Cut.
It's good.
All right. Well,
Good times.
thanks everybody. Hey, keep throwing out those grow the shows. Love it.
Yep,
Love it.
grow the show.
Johnny really likes it.
Like and
but
subscribe.
we all do.
Like, share,
Doesn't
comment.
actually-
We're
doesn't
gonna
make
give
any
some more
difference
stuff
to me.
away.
No.
Did we ever send off that stuff that we were supposed to give away last time?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, people were all excited, got it.
People are excited?
Oh,
The
yeah.
only stuff I don't think they got was the Matheson stuff.
Oh,
Do you
that,
know somebody that could make you some Matheson
I'm
stuff?
low on her list right now.
Right now.
Yeah, she-
Right
Yeah.
now,
Right now.
I
She's
told
really
her,
busy.
I left the house and I said, oh, I gotta go shoot the show. Yeah, I gotta go feed and clean all these stalls and feed all these horses. You go have fun. Like, it's not fun, honey, it's work. No, sure it is. Yeah.
I don't think she said it like that.
She
Yeah, I
said
don't
it
think
just
it was
like that. Here's to you, honey. Thanks for taking care of them horses.
Cheers to Monica.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Monica.
Yeah.